Hello, hello. Hello, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. I feel a little bit like an astronaut out in space. Normally, I'm used to seeing who's showing up and all of that, but we're here on a technology platform called Restream so that we can send all of this out to 3 social media platforms at once. So I am going to talk to you all and hope that we get some comments so that I can see them as well. I was hoping to take something out of our team, our internal team conversation and bring it to the community. Because over the past couple of weeks, we have been feeling many different aspects. We have a worldwide team, and each person within the team has been experiencing their own little intensity, whether it's economic, cultural, political, environmental. And the world feels a bit dense. And we were talking about this as we're going into our Pillars of Light training, which we're starting Pillars of Light level 2 tomorrow. And we were talking about the intensity of the world, and we were talking about some of the reasons why that be happening. I don't know if any of you feel this way, but happy Lunar New Year. And also, I feel like the Lunar New Year changed to the year of the fire horse, and I was on the horse, and when the gates opened, I fell off the horse, and now I'm getting dragged behind the horse. And it's off to the races, and I'm not on it. Another aspect of it has been that we were talking about has been the eclipses. So we're in that eclipse portal, the solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse that's going to happen in March 3rd. And what we were talking about, what one of our team members was sharing, who's much more eloquent and knowledgeable about these things than I am. She was sharing that this eclipse season, this eclipse portal, sets up a time for a release of energy that then turns into a manifestation on steroids. And that includes sudden endings and new beginnings, surprises that shift your trajectory. And so we were talking about those of us, most of us, pretty much all of us on the team have done these trainings before, Pillars of Light and Earth Keepers. And we know that there's always an excavation, something we weren't expecting to be integrated, released, aligned. And it can be quite intense, but also, quite uplifting. So we were talking about how the timing of the start of Pillars of Light level 2 really coincided with a lot of these intensities, the year of the fire horse, the eclipses, and just the overall experience that's happening in the world politically, economically, technologically, and environmentally. We were also talking about how in these eclipse moments, cosmic energy is like supercharged. So if you're wanting to be in the space of self-development, greater alignment with your service, maybe a more accelerated understanding of your purpose, this was a great time to be within the training container, within um, the container and support of people who are creating momentum for these realizations. Something else that we were talking about, because all of the things that are happening in the world, is having done these trainings, we can get back into alignment. We can get knocked out of alignment, but which everybody does, but we can get back into alignment fairly quickly. Our level of resilience has increased significantly since we've gone through these trainings. And one of our teammates was mentioning how she had become depressed after many fires in her area had spun up, and it was very scary. And she had to really be in survival mode, taking her animals, packing her car, being ready to go at a moment's notice, and then also staying behind to help fight off these fires that were at her neighbor's door, at the edge of her property. So all of that can be very, very draining, which I think this idea of it being the year of the fire horse, we might be seeing a lot of that as well. But the ability to come back and bounce back, and allow ourselves to be without fear, to be in the misalignment, knowing that we can get back into alignment. That's something so important, because it's good to feel the things, right? Like, we're not here to spiritually bypass. We're not here to say, oh, everything's okay, everything happens for a reason. Right now, when we're in the thick of it, it's okay to experience all of it. It's all for our learnings, but not just in the head way. It's got to be this, embodied experience of transformation. The way that I've been thinking of it is, these trainings that we do, they're akin to putting your oxygen mask on. And I feel like I need a little extra oxygen. And so that's what this course is, this Pillars of Light Level 2 that starts tomorrow, is going to be doing for me, is it's going to be giving me a little extra oxygen. And then there's also that feeling that you could be in the chaos, or you could also be in the tension of waiting for the chaos, waiting for the moment that it's all going to fall apart. So being able to serve myself in this way, by going through these trainings, including the training that's starting tomorrow, Pillars of Light Level 2. It's a way to take the release valve and open it up a little bit, right? Rather than just waiting for that thing to happen. So those were some of the things that we were thinking about. I came across an article. It was in the New York Post. Of course, it was on my feed. And it was talking about the Schumann resonance. And it was describing the Schumann resonance, but also talking about the Schumann resonance in a way that it's making people sick. And it created a bit of fear. So I want to bring that to light because for us that have been doing this work, we know that the Earth's electromagnetic fields, the Earth's energies are rising. Right? The Earth's heartbeat is becoming louder. And we don't fear this. We also have the understanding that there is assistance available for us to expand our capacity to receive these increased frequencies. What they did is they described it very well in that they talked about the Schumann resonance being, the article talks about the Schumann resonance being on a scale, and that the scale in this last month has been has been rising, right? So if you think about like a hurricane, like a category 1 hurricane, a category 2 hurricane, a category 3 hurricane, they were describing that the intensity of the electromagnetic field within the earth is having these waves, these spikes, and scrambling our brains in some way. But what this training helps you to do, Pillars of Light Level 2, that's starting tomorrow, or Earth Keepers Level 2, which is the entryway, that starts in April, is it really helps you to acclimate to this level of intensity. So I thought it was really interesting that people are talking about it in a center stage within a newspaper, and they're bringing in the scientific aspects of it. So what the alternative is to expand your energetic capacity to receive these energies, so that acceleration doesn't have to be, and intensity doesn't have to create anxiety. It doesn't have to create sleepless nights. It doesn't have to create headaches, right? Maybe it's not that the earth is scrambling us. Maybe it's that we're becoming more sensitive. And so we need to train for that next level of sensitivity, right? And whether it's literal or symbolic, scientific, mystical, what it reflects is that, people feel something shifting and they're trying to explain it. The other aspect that I really feel strongly about going into these trainings is something that we took away from our time in Davos, which is this acceleration of quantum technology, of AI, and how complex and layered this technology is, and how it accelerates exponentially. It's accelerating now, it's learning now. And we're creating all of this technology as humanity, but then who are we as humanity? What will we do as humans to define humanity in this new era? And who are we during this AI quantum revolution, really? What do we need to resource ourselves with? And again, coming back to this Pillars of Light training, Earth Keepers training, it's a matter of practicing how to be in alignment holding a level of discernment in ourselves. What feels right? What is our truth versus what is the truth that's being told by AI, by deep fakes, right? Holding our own emotional center, being able to emotionally regulate our nervous systems in the midst of psychological warfare and chaos that's bombarding us. So those are the things that I'm looking forward to sharpening and deepening as we go into our training season. So if you are part of our community and you've not received any of the emails or not kept up on Mighty Networks, Pillars of Light Level 2 starts tomorrow live, and it will go for 3 weeks. And if you don't catch the wave right now, we are keeping it open for your on-demand experience. So you don't have to worry about missing it if for some reason you can't dedicate your time. I will say that going through it live with a cohort does feel very comforting. You feel the momentum, and there is something very satisfying about having a beginning, a middle, and an end. So if you can join us and you haven't signed up already, and you need a little extra oxygen for this time, whatever is happening, or you sense that you may need a little extra oxygen in the near future, I invite you to join us. It starts tomorrow. The same for the Earth Keepers Level 2. That training is available to sign up for. You can register, and that starts in April. So we look forward to seeing you. Let me just share with you the actual dates. February 24th, tomorrow, my father's birthday. Happy birthday, Papa. Till Saturday, March 14th. And Earth Keepers Level 2 is April 14th to May 2nd. So that'll coincide with Earth Day and my birthday. All right. Thank you for tuning in, sending you all lots of love, and sending you all alignment and peace and lots of love for your nervous systems so that you can be of service to others in the world. We'll see you soon.